Hello traders, welcome to a trading recap for Thursday, January 16th, 2025. We're trading the micro E-mini NASDAQ futures contracts on a 2000 tick chart, and we're going to do this in less than 5 minutes. This vertical line here is the opening of the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ Stock Exchange at 9:30 Eastern Time. And we start the day with three really strong bear bars in a micro channel, which is a sign of strength and potential continuation. 4 bars if you look at this that way. I think that this line belongs just over here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And then we get a pullback that fails to either meet or break the high of the open of the day up here. So my first trade here was short on a low 1, which is a good place to enter at the moving average in a spike to the downside, which I consider this a spike. And I had an order fill problem on my first order, so I added to it, took profits here, and then got stopped out at break even. So that one was a little bit of an awkward. I bought shorted one contract rather than shorting 2. So there's just an order entry kind of first thing in the morning mistake. We get a really nice second leg down, pause, and I get short at the break of this sideways flag pause. And really good patience here for the first profit, and the second one I take off as it's coming back towards break even. I get a couple points for it, but not a bunch. Okay, this is going to be a bigger pullback at this point. We've had kind of 3, 1 small one, 2, 3 small pullbacks. You could call this a pullback 4. So this is going to be a bigger pullback. So this is leg 1, low 1, and now leg 2 is starting here, low 2. This is a higher high pullback here. And then we get another sideways bar and then some downside strength and another breakout bar with some downside strength. And I get short there with a stop above the high of this whole consolidation pullback about here, 453. Good patience for the first take profit and stopped out on the second one. So a couple of these first 3 trades here, I'm not getting paid to hold these trades and try and swing them. So it would have been better to take both of the contracts off at my first profit target, but that's trading. You're supposed to continue to try and swing trades because one swing can pay for 5 or more scalp trades. And then we get into another quite large consolidation here. And at this point, I take a long position here because I think that this starts to look like a reversal. Double bottom, big strength, pullback, big strength. Moving averages have flipped. We get a pullback down to the moving average, and I take a limit order entry here at a pullback down to the moving average. This is my one losing trade for the day. I take a full stop on that, and immediately I flip around. These 3 bars here is also a micro channel and looks like big downside strength. And any of the bullish long side traders here are going to start to get trapped and stopped out below this level, around the bottom of this pullback level here, around this low here, and certainly any move towards the bottom of the low of the day, they're all going to be in quite a bit of trouble. So I'm short here, a modest stop just above the signal bar. I get a great fill on my first order there, and my second order is covered into the bottom of this, the low of the day here, the bottom of these 2 pivots. So that's an excellent trade, my biggest trade of the day. We get a small kind of pullback, breakout pullback or consolidation or profit taking pause at this low of the day, breakout, another pullback pause, and then another breakout. I get an excellent, this is such a fantastic limit order entry at the 9 EMA. So this is I call these trend traps. This is where we're showing strength in one direction or another. So strength to downside. The EMAs are stacked. This is the 20 EMA. This is the 9 EMA. We've had bars that are what are called free bars. So this bar doesn't touch an exponential moving average. This is a bad example, but this is a pretty good example of some downside strength. This one certainly has got some downside strength that's maybe just touching on the top. So those are the components required, and then I set a limit order entry for a pullback to the 9 EMA, and I get filled here. My first profit is a little bit too early, but my day's looking good at this point, and I always get to be a little scalpy once my day's looking good and I've got some open profit on the table. And then I get flat here, my second order after a little push. There was certainly some more downside. There was 20 more points to capture if I'd been a little bit more patient. And that was it. So 6 trades, 5 winners. These are my stats here. 6 trades, 5 winners. I made 91 points, 83% win rate. I paid a very modest 9% commissions. These are my executions here. You can see them. And that's the day. Thanks for watching.